Hey everybody, Dr. Nick here with another PSA for you for December the 1st, 2022, and I hope everyone out there is enjoying and getting ready for the holiday season. So this PSA is directed towards the ladies, but fellas, this could have an impact on your life as well. So the question is this. Ladies, you are married, but your husband still asks you for an open relationship. So what do you do? So what are your thoughts on that? So here is just a bit more background on this topic. There was a poll done back in 2021 by YouGov, and they questioned 23,000 people. And they found that around 1 in 4 people were open to the idea of opening up their marriage. And to be more specific, they found that 1 in 3 men liked the idea, and around 1 in 5 women also liked the idea. So I will ask the question again. Ladies, if your husband asked you to open up the marriage, what would you do? So here is the background information on the story which prompted today's PSA. In a post on Mumsnet, M-U-M-S-N-E-T, a 30-year-old mother explained that her and her husband have been together since they were 16 years old, and they have 2 children, aged 4 and 16 months. She says, since my first pregnancy, I've been struggling with a very low libido, and I must admit to neglecting my husband in this area. She says the other night he asked if we can talk, and she said he wasn't happy in such a low sex marriage, where we slept together 5 times since the birth of our daughter 4 years ago. She continued, he said that he has been getting increasingly frustrated and snappy and feels lost in our marriage. He says that he does love me, but feels that our relationship is in trouble. He suggested counseling, but I really don't like the idea of discussing our sex life with a stranger. Then he asked me if I would consider an open marriage so that he can get his needs met, taking the pressure off of me. So some of the comments and replies to this article are fairly predictable, where one person said, I personally think it's a great idea that you've had this discussion as opposed to him just ending things or worse, having an affair. Someone else said, the status quo doesn't seem to work here, so what is your preferred option? He's very young to be living with enforced celibacy. It wouldn't work for many people. You know that. And finally, one woman said, wow, I think your husband sounds like a thoroughly decent man. I also couldn't live without sex. Every day, at least for us, and I've been with my husband for 14 years. So my question here is directed towards the ladies. What would you do if your husband asked you for an open marriage? So in this situation, please keep in mind that yes, he did ask her to go to therapy and she said no. And as far as the story goes, he has not cheated yet. So what would you do? Me personally, I would probably try to talk to my wife, try to figure out what's going on. Because I do know the data and the research, which actually says sometimes after the birth of a child, a mother's hormones don't return to normal. So you know what? Her hormones could be actually out of whack. So maybe you can start there. But I would also push for therapy just to see what's going on, because there could be some underlying issues that this article didn't mention. And that's true. You know, maybe she's going through something at work or whatever, and or maybe she has been going through something for years, which is having an impact on her libido. I don't know, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not telling him to cheat or anything like that, but something's gotta give. 5 times in 4 years. So please feel free to write a comment down below. And on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon.